Hey there, Rob. How you doing? Hope you can hear me all right. I feel like the music is really loud, but I do have it turned down in OBS, so I don't know. Let me see. Here we are. Yeepee! I'm back. I'm alive. Did I lock my door? Yeah, I think I did. Good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm better than I was before. Every time I wanted to stream, I was busy, so I think it's been like 2 weeks or something, which I want to stream at least once a week, so that's like sad, but I'm gonna try and get back into it. I feel like this music is so loud. There we go. So today I'm just gonna kind of have a bit of a yapping stream. This could maybe be considered just chatting, but it's just chatting about game dev, so I just put it in the game dev category. Let me see. Let me just say, like, I'm live. I can't believe they spoiled Squid Games for you. I know, right? That was so tragic. Let me see. Twitch.tv/KirigayaPNK. Why is it not popping up? That's my username, isn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna post it. Okay. We're in a mumbling mood today. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's working. Cool. Yeah, so let's see. Okay. So today I kind of wanted to chat, get back into it. Because I realized, if you follow me on Blue Sky, if y'all don't follow me on Blue Sky, go follow me. Teehee, I yap a lot on there about game ideas and stuff. I realized that it's the 1st of August, which means we're a month out from Spooktober 2025, which if you watch me on YouTube, you'll know that that is when I started game dev. So almost a year ago. In September, about halfway through September, it'll be a year ago, which is really weird to think about. And then in October is when I started my YouTube channel, because it was like the month after I finished Spooktober. So that's really bizarre. I have been waffling back and forth on whether or not I actually wanted to participate in Spooktober, and for a while the answer was definitely no, but I think I actually am going to participate. Because I had been saying like, oh, I want to be a solo dev, and because I like being a solo dev, game jams are like tough for me, because I usually end up rushed trying to do like writing and coding and art. But I have a little bit of a plan, I think. Well, like the beginnings of a plan. What was the thing that the orange guy said? Like, I have concepts of a plan. I think what I'm gonna do for Spooktober is write and code as much as I can and just not do literally any art. Like, I'll just have like programmer art, like placeholder art, so that I can make sure things are coded correctly. But like, normally for Unring the Bell and for Hexenhaus, I try to do like finished art, and in both cases I'm really unhappy with the art, and so I'm gonna have to redo them anyways. So I'm thinking for this year's Spooktober, I'm just gonna do like the coding and not any art, and that way I can just do the art at my own pace after the jam and have more polished writing and coding anyways, if that makes sense. So like just giving myself the leeway to like make a, I guess I'll call it a prototype, because to me a demo should at least look like something, but just giving myself the leeway to make a prototype and then make it pretty after the jam. So I figured I would take some time here on stream just to like plan that out. I'm gonna do like a little Trello board, I think, of just like what I plan to get done during Spooktober. Because I think that'll be better for my mental and also just like for the final product. So let's see. I have Trello here, yeah. Ugh, the music jump scare. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Huh. Do 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 do. So I know y'all like the Butler game. I keep calling it the Butler game. That's like my internal working title. It's called An Ordinary Week at the Higginbottom Manor. And this is gonna be a game with a lot of randomness, where it's basically just like a challenge run, and you try to get through all the tasks without making this little boy go crazy. It sounds insane out of context. Basically, you're the butler to a young master, and you're trying to not let him know that he's in danger and keep him safe for a week. So what I'm thinking is, during Spooktober, I'm going to write and code like as much of the full game as I can, which I'm gonna have to check. I should have checked before stream. I think it said it would be like 60 possible story events. I think that's what I landed on. But so yeah, during Spooktober, I'm gonna code and write as much of that as possible, which it's gonna be like a lot of mini games, a lot of like little individual scenes. And then post Spooktober, I'm gonna use what I made and add art to make like a demo that will not include all of what I wrote. It will just include like 1 day's worth of events, and that'll be a free demo. And then once I have feedback from that and I have the time to make the rest of the assets and finish it up, I will release a commercial version of the full game. So that will hopefully be my first commercial release. So I just have like a Trello template here. I haven't touched it all. So let's see. Spooktober post jam final release. And we can add more stuff later, but yeah. I'm kind of thinking of it in those like 3 phases. You've been playing some Hollow Knight recently. I think I played like 10 minutes of Hollow Knight. Not because I didn't like it, I think I just didn't have time, and I was just like, oh, let me just try this. And I'm not the best at platformers, but it was cool. I should probably like finish it. I can stream from my Switch now. I could even stream Hollow Knight and give you all like my first reaction. Technically it wouldn't be my first, but that was like years ago, so I don't remember anything anymore. But I don't know. What do you like about Hollow Knight? Here, let's see. Concepting, writing, coding. Picking for demo, art, UI, other art. Let's see. The bosses, you guys know I'm bad at games. Are the bosses hard? Like, I'm scared, actually. It's like kind of, I don't want to say Mario-esque, but you know, it's like a 2D platformer. So the bosses, I guess, is it like projectiles, or is it just like, it's like a lot of running around and avoiding stuff, right? It's a hard game. That's what I've heard. I really like the world building and like the aesthetic. Like the bug world is very cool to me. Oh, I would like to do maybe a Steam release if it's commercial. Steam release? That involves a whole lot of things, like obviously setting up my Steam account, setting up the game, setting up achievements within the game. I haven't played Deltarune in a bit, but I tried the night the other day. Oh my god, don't tell me about it. I gotta get back to that. I've been like I've been procrastinating the night fight, bro. Here, let me see. Is there a way I can look at chat more effectively? Because I'm like clicking back and forth. Let me open it up on my other screen. That's my bad. Here we go. Okay, so... Okay. So concepting is pretty much done, like the overall game outline. Oh! I forgot that was gonna show. How do I do this? They updated it and made it easier. Ah, fuck. I changed my... Okay. I'll have to blur that out in the VOD. Give me a second. Fuck. I forgot. No, you're good. It wasn't anything like super bad, but... I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I'll blur that in the VOD if I can. How do I change that? Okay. It can be done. Okay. I knew that was gonna be a problem and I was like, how do I fix it? And I forgot to. Okay. Now we should be good. Let me just make sure before I show it again. Give myself another thing to blur out. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I do remember that they apparently nerfed the night fight, which is good for me. I'll have to download the update from Steam. Okay. So concepting. Concepting color. So like a lot of the concepting I did in my initial video. But just in terms of like, I should check my video and see exactly how much I said I would do. Actually, wait, I can just pull up my code. Let me pull that up. Because I think I wrote it there, but if not, then I'll have to go and check my video to see exactly what I said. Oh wait, I can just read my script, can't I? Let me see. Is it in my original script? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Hold on. What am I doing, actually? This is such a disaster. Let's see. I just want to see if I wrote it down anywhere, but I'm not sure that I did, honestly. Okay. Where is it? What the fuck? Is it not on my computer anymore? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I'll have to look for the details later. That sucks. Okay. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, in my video I talked about like, oh, I want there to be this many events. So like, I have some ideas for events, but not like 40 or 60 or however many there were, so I'll need to fill that out. Oh, I don't need to blur it in the VOD, I just noticed. Okay, that's good then. My chat box happens to be covering it exactly, that's perfect. Okay. Right. Dangerous events. Right. Bonding events. Or I guess it's not. That'll go in writing. Let me see. but like, you know, like outlining, like come up with dangerous and bonding event ideas, let's say, because this is concepting. I also want to kind of come up with like generic areas and like rooms and characters that I can reuse in different events. So like obviously it's an ordinary week in the Higginbottom Manor, so like rooms of the manor, because like I know I want there to be like a hallway background, a dining hall background, maybe like a ballroom where different events can take place, so stuff like that, as well as outline like other locations outside the manor, like a marketplace, like a park, or like a, I don't know, gardens area, other things. Gaster should be an event with the 0.066%. I'm crying. Low-key, what if I put a Gaster reference in my game? That's funny. Let me see. Come up with common characters. So that could be like, we have the butler and the young master. We'll probably want like his parents. I might do like that cartoon thing where you don't see their eyes. They're just like cut off, or they have like a shadow or something. I also want like maybe some maids or like other staff around the manor. And I might do like a generic enemy design that can be used when it's not something particularly specific. Every time I hear butler, I think of swatchlings. Oh, that's cute. I do love the swatchlings. They're very sweet. But yeah. Let's see. In terms of, so during Spooktober, it's not gonna be like art stuff, but I want to kind of know what the art will be of when I get to it, if that makes sense. And then in terms of writing, so we're going to write morning dangerous events, write evening dangerous events. This will make a lot more sense if you've seen my video. I'm sorry to anyone who hasn't. Write morning bonding events, write evening dangerous, where did I say bonding events? And then there will be some that overlap. Write overlapping dangerous events, right? Overlapping. I think I said something like 25, 25, and then like 5 that overlap in the middle for each of the 2 categories. Again, I really need to go back and watch my own video because I don't remember anymore. That was a while ago when I made that. But I liked what I came up with. I just don't recall the exact numbers, otherwise I would write them here. And then in terms of writing, I want an intro, right? Game intro. That'll include like character introductions, like kind of a tutorial-y, or like explaining the goal of the game. Tutorial. Yeah. I want... That's pretty much it. Because the ending is just kind of like a CG. I don't know how much I really need to write for like the ending. I'll just put it here in case it needs to be done, but I don't think there's gonna be much text for the ending. I think it's mostly gonna be like a fade to CG. I hope in chapter 7 the knight fights at full power and Chris doesn't hold back. Ooh, like if they have a falling out and the what is the word? Oh my god, I can't speak. Their truce, like, is off and Chris just beats them the hell up. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. And then, for coding, that's gonna be like the heavy part. Coding, butler. So because in my original video, right, I concepted a lot of stuff, but the secret that is not so secret because I talked about it is I didn't actually test any of that code. When I was making the video, I just like recorded myself like coding the idea of the code. Does that make sense? So I need to fix my code because I found out while making Hexenhaus that the syntax was a little bit off. So I need to fix jumping syntax. But the skeleton is there and the idea is correct. I just wrote it wrong. So I need to fix that, but that's like an easy fix. I need to... A lot of it is going to be, point and click minigames and, QuickTime events, which QuickTime events are just a version of a point and click minigame for this purpose, because it's not going to be like pressing a button on your keyboard, it's going to be clicking something on the screen with a timer. So I need to set up point and click minigame base, set up QTE timer base, and then from there I can make a lot of different types of mini games from that. So one of the examples I gave was like clicking to avoid being hit by an enemy. So that is point and click and a quick time event, but I just have to set up like the timing and the placement and stuff. So then I also want one where it's like there are different dishes on the table, like in the dining hall, and one of them is poisoned, and you have to like find the poisoned one by clicking. I don't remember. I don't know if I came up with anything specific on like how the mechanics for that would work. Maybe it's like a clamshell game where the poison plate moves around and you have to catch it or something. But I'm not sure. Every time I hear TV World, I think of the lyrics you made. Right? Doesn't it make sense? It's my TV world, your TV world, our TV world. Like, it's perfect. I think of it every time. I'm so serious. I'm glad I've spread my I was gonna say my virus. That's awful. I've spread my brain rot. Let's see. Create mini games for dangerous events. The bonding events might have mini games, but they definitely will not be like on a timer or stressful. They would, if I have mini games for bonding events, they'll be much simpler and like cozy feeling. But most of them I think will just be dialogue options. That's the other thing I have to set up. I think I have it set up, but like the sanity mechanic and losing sanity and tracking that. I mean, it's really just like a flag in the variable, but I think I have it set up, but I'll just have to like make sure. Yeah, most of this is basically just the jumping mechanic, which I have figured out. I just, like I said, I have it written wrong, so I need to fix it. But other than that, like, those are like the two most difficult things I think are the jumping, or like the most crucial things are the jumping and the mini games. So a lot of the coding for this month will just be like making the mini games work. I might do some click and drag. I might do some, I don't know what else. I'll think about it. Ooh, I just had an idea. But I don't know how to execute it in RunPy. Maybe with a click and drag? Let me see. Drawing? Minigame? Click and drag, maybe? Because obviously if I were to like have someone like draw whatever they want, I'm sure that's like a much more complicated mechanic. But if I literally just want them to draw like a predetermined shape, I could maybe do it by like clicking and dragging an invisible object and just having the line spawn under, like having the drawing spawn under the line of their mouse. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Like, if I want them to draw a square, they could just go, like, click and drag up, and then it would, like, draw the line, maybe? I'll have to look into that. That's an option. I'm just trying to think, like, different things to make it, interesting, so that it's not just clicking, QuickTime events all the time. I'm definitely gonna have to, like, brainstorm lots of, minigame ideas. Because that's what's gonna keep you on your toes. Did I not set my playlist to loop? What the hell? I didn't. That's embarrassing. There we go. Yeah. Brainstorm minigames. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then, so, like, if I can get all this done in a month, I will be so happy. If I can, like, maybe I'll need to write some more dialogue and stuff post-jam, but, like, if I can just get, like, at least the concepts and the coding done for all of the, events in the month, that would be so amazing. Because then all I need to do is just make the art and implement it. And then I'll just, like, have a game. So normally, if I was a sane person, I would just, like, hire an artist or, like, recruit an artist for my game jam team. But have you considered that I don't want to do that? I want to draw my stupid characters that I love so much. Actually, I'll probably redesign the butler because I don't like his current design, but... Oh, me and a friend had a joke where one of us would say QuickTime event and the other would dodge. That's cute. That's actually really cute. Okay. I keep forgetting you can see my mouse. This is so weird. Okay. So yeah, so during the jam, I really just want to, like, code and write as much as I can and just get, like, not even minimum viable product, but, like, I want the game to work. And it's gonna look ugly, but it's gonna work. And because I'm gonna be writing, like, the full game, hopefully, I am not gonna be posting that, like, to the game jam submissions. I'll probably make a video about the process and everything I got done, but I will not be posting that because it's gonna be, like, the full game just without the art, basically. So after the jam is when we're gonna get into building the demo. So... Oh, thank you. Was that a follow? I heard some kind of little notification there. Oh yeah, Unit! Thank you so much for the follow. No, you're good. My brain is tired too, all the time. Okay. Oh, there's people in the YouTube chat I'm missing. I'm so sorry, guys. On the YouTubes this time. No more Twitch ads. Coding Butler will now be whatever I say before vacuuming. Oh my god. Setup sanity mechanic is also a good phrase to say before going to therapy. I'm crying. Can't believe that Kiri is making jam. OMG, that sounds so yummy. I would love to make some jam. Kiri, most of us are DRUT fans. Do you really think we know how to properly code? So true. Honestly, sometimes I feel embarrassed about my code and then I remember the fandom that I'm in. I'm like, I'm in a safe space. Yeah, sorry I was missing y'all's chats. It's because I don't have two monitors, so I'm, like, trying to look at my Trello board and then I forget that my chat is in my OBS. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. I see you. I hear you. I love you. Okay, let me see. What was I saying? Oh. Demo. Building. I don't know what my like order of words should be. Okay. Cause after the jam, I will hopefully, ideally have like 60 events written and coded, or at the very least coded. but I want to make a free demo. So I'm going to pick, let's say like pick 2 morning dangerous events, pick 2 evening dangerous events, and pick 1 overlap dangerous event, and then the same for the bonding. Yo, I missed the beginning of the stream. Hey! Are you heading out, Raw? Oh, you're by stream and can harness the power of YouTube and Twitch chat. Oh, you're gonna replay Deltarune. Bye, guys. Have fun developing. Thank you. Sorry I missed your message. I'm, like, missing everything in the chat. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. But yeah, so the same thing for bonding. 2 morning bonding. Pick 2 evening bonding. And pick 1 overlap bonding. I will obviously include like the intro. And then I'll need some way to like wrap up the demo smoothly and be like, for the rest of the game, go buy it. Teehee, give me money. Ah, give me money. I'll probably just like fade from the end of day 1 into like a screen that says like, end of the demo, thank you for playing. Be sure to replay because there are random events that you can get differently. So let's see, like include intro, and I'll write like a custom screen at the end of day 1. Sorry for not tuning in earlier. You're totally good. Gran Turismo 7 is kicking my ass. Maybe your ass needed to be kicked today. I'm kidding. No, you're good. I'm just glad you're here. Why am I saying so much? Can I like speak? It's been like 2 weeks since I last streamed, so I'm like forgetting how to talk to chat for some reason. I swear I'm a streamer, guys. It's cause I'm a coder. I have no social skills. Let's see. So I'm gonna write demo outro, which will probably just be like a screen that says like, this is the end of the demo, but you can replay because the idea of the game is to get as many events as possible. Replay for different events. Buy the game for the full game for all 60 events. And I haven't decided on a price point. I think I have notes on it somewhere, but day in the life of a small Twitch streamer. Some streamers eventually start commentating absentmindedly IRL. That's crazy. I mean, I do it in the shower. I'll be like, okay, chat, it's time to grab the soap. Let me see. I think I have it written down somewhere, actually. Marketing. Here it is. So for Higginbottom Manor, I have written down $5 for the full game. I think that's pretty reasonable considering it's my first commercial release. Okay, I did write down 60 plus events, 5-day gameplay loop. You guys choose, should I be pacifist or use my fist? What are you playing, Deltarune or Undertale? You're playing Deltarune? I feel like everyone does Deltarune pacifist. I feel like you should beat some people up. Yeah, so there's gonna be a free demo with, it's only 1 day, and there's 5 possible dangerous events and 5 possible bonding events. And I want that to be, like, free and simple to try out so people know if they want to buy the full game. Oh, bye! Have fun! You should use your flamethrower. I left streaming, come back to, alright chat, let's get this soap. No! It's just, I was talking about the fact that sometimes when I'm in the shower, I like, this is so embarrassing. I like practice talking to chat. I like imagine things that might happen on stream and I like practice talking to chat. Obviously on stream, hopefully we're not getting the soap, but I do like imagine like, oh, next time I stream, maybe I should play this game and this will happen, or maybe I should talk about this. But let's see. But yeah, I think $5 is pretty reasonable. I will probably go with that, but I do want to see kind of what people say. The sports commentator, oh, what's this? Big fumble from Kiri, the soap is on the floor! Oh my god. Bold to assume that I don't have soap lying around in case I swear. What, just like in the middle of stream, just be like, oh wait, no, I swore, let me get some soap, and just wash your mouth out in the middle of stream. I'm crying. I'm crying. Let me see. Day 5 of 5 events. Like a 6th of the game or a 5th of the game, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, part of the reason for the demo, part of it is like, you always want people to be able to like try it out and see if they like it and like your stuff before they buy something. And part of it is if I release the demo early, then I can get feedback and implement that into the final game, so that'll be really good. So based on that, I can see like if there's any changes I need to make, and what people think about pricing. Because if I announce like I'm planning to sell this for $5, are people comfortable with that price? Do they say, no, you should price it higher? Oh, I don't know, that's too much, you know, based on the level of quality. Just kind of see what people say. But yeah. So let's see. And then art. The demo art will depend on which events I choose, of course. Demo art butler. But of course, the things I'll definitely need are the sprites for the butler and the young master, because they're like the main characters. They show up in every event. So butler, sprites, Frankie, sprites. But part of the reason I was struggling with the game I was playing is because the track is kind of outdated. Willow Springs hasn't really seen any major changes in like 70 years, so it's designed for cars from the 40s and 50s. So does that mean, like, if you go too fast on it, it's dangerous? Because, like, obviously Formula 1 cars are so fast now, and if it's, like, for cars from the 40s and 50s, that even, like, regular commercial cars these days, like, are probably way faster than those. I can imagine you could, like, accidentally swerve right off the track or something if you go too fast. Generic staff sprite. Generic enemy sprite. Backgrounds, characters, and minigame assets will depend on which events are chosen for demo. Let's see, like, backgrounds. So, like, for example, if I have a background, like I said, in the hallway, in the ballroom, in the dining hall, in the garden, Like, all of those are different backgrounds, but I might not need to make them right away if they're not included in the demo. I will need to make them eventually, but depending on what's selected for the demo, then those are the ones I'll make first and include in that free early access demo. Oh, what happened? Dirt equals death. You can't go off track. Oh, I see. This sounds silly, but I'm very afraid of digitally buying games through itch.io or something, so I'm hoping that I will hate the demo so I don't get the desire to buy the game. Well, luckily for you, one of the things on my list is I am considering putting it on Steam. So if you're more comfortable with Steam than itch.io, I totally understand, and I am considering putting it on Steam. The only reason I haven't put my demos on Steam is because Unring the Bell is too early on. It will be commercial eventually, but this demo that is currently out, I'm actually going to update and do a second demo run of. And Hexenhaus, I plan to keep free even after I release the finished game. So right now, it doesn't make sense to me yet to put currently free games on Steam. Unring the Bell I might put on Steam later on, like when the next demo comes out, but I haven't even started working on that. But if you guys don't know, Steam charges developers $100 as like a, what is the word for that? Like a deposit. So every time you upload or you create a game page, you have to pay $100. And then if the game makes $100, you get that deposit back, basically. Like you, what is the word for that? I've taken accounting classes. What is the, like you even out, you know what I mean? So eventually when I have more games that are complete and that are commercial, I can, you know, drop $100 to put one of my free games on Steam. I don't mind. But yeah, like it's an investment. But at least for this one, which I do plan to sell commercially, I'm willing to drop the $100. Even if I don't make it all back, I think it's worth it because people like to buy on Steam. And it's going to get more attention. It's going to get more reach on Steam. So break even, yeah. Exactly. So, once I've made that investment, at least for my first commercial game, then maybe I can consider putting things like Hexenhaus and Unring the Bell on Steam. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't done it yet, is because those games are free at the moment, because they're just demos. Unring the Bell, I said this already, I also plan to sell. But Unring the Bell is in a state where like I want to do another free demo of just this like first level or first chapter, just revamping it, and then a full release commercial game of like 5 or 6 levels. So that's gonna take a long time before it's at that stage where I'm ready to sell it. But yeah, so for anyone who's concerned about itch.io, because I know it was like last week, itch.io got some flack, which I totally agree with, for censorship, and not only censorship, but like screwing over creators by taking down games and banning accounts without warning, including taking any money that was currently in creators' accounts and not letting them withdraw it. That really sucks. So just know that I'm looking into Steam, and I have been looking into Steam for a while. I just haven't gotten to that point yet because all my games have been free so far. So that's all stuff that's on my noggin, on my brain. Hold on. But yeah. What was I saying? So, yippee! I do hope that that will help people feel safer about purchasing my games when and if that happens, if and when that happens, because it's gonna be on like a proper platform that people recognize. So yes, I am hoping to put it on Steam, this game. What what was I saying? Teehee, teehee, teehee. Backgrounds for demo events. Any extra characters for demo events. And mini game. The like base QTE is always going to be the same, but then any other extra mini game assets for demo events. Okay, I think that's... Oh, and then obviously UI. Oh my gosh, I always forget about UI design. Someone dropped a really cool, like, custom UI template earlier today. I saw it on Blue Sky, and I keep forgetting that, like, that would be so fun to do. Of just, like, here are some UI templates, because I can draw, I can make them, and I learned how to code them for a recent project that I helped with. I just haven't done it. I think that would be fun. UI, logo. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what the logo is gonna look like. I want the time passing, like, CG background, whatever we want to call it. Time passing CG, and then the, like, end of day food CGs. Oh wait, it's just gonna be one because it's only day one. One might say that you were still thinking about turning the valve. I'm crying. Steam has been encountering interference in the form of credit card companies starting to have more of a say on censorship in the platform. Yeah, that's what happened on itch as well. But, you know, it's kind of like a, what's worse, you know? What's the lesser of the two evils, I guess? Because at the end of the day, Steam and itch were not the ones that made the decision to censor games and creators, but itch handled it very poorly. And from what I've seen, I could be wrong, but I don't believe that Steam handled it in the same way. I actually may be speaking out of my ass there. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But the way that itch handled it was like literally they knew that they were going to have to take these games down like 2 weeks to a month before. They knew. And they didn't put out a newsletter. They didn't put out a warning saying, hey, this is the changes that are about to happen. They didn't say anything. They just, like, from one day to another, delisted a bunch of games and even banned creators' accounts, including, like I said, like, taking the money that was still in those accounts. It was insane, and it makes me very sad. I was not affected, because my games that I published, as far as I know, don't fall into any of the categories that were affected, but, a lot of my friends on Blue Sky and in developer communities were affected, and that's, like, really, really sad to me. Itchy business. What I do know is that Steam has historically had a very good track record with treating their customers respectfully. Yeah, for sure. I think Steam has a really good reputation, generally. I know that some developers complain about the whole, like, $100 thing. They complain about, like, the cut that Steam takes from their games, but, like, ultimately it is a platform that does a lot of marketing for your game, whether you realize it or not, and so it makes a big difference versus, like, just hosting it on your website. Like, Steam does a lot of outreach for you, and so because of that, because of, like, all the stuff that Steam does, I do think it's pretty worth it. I just haven't gotten to that point yet because I haven't released anything commercial yet, but I'm getting to that point. Hello, homie, long time no see. Hello, David. I noticed that after you followed me the other day, you changed your username, or maybe these are multiple accounts. And so, on my recent following, it does say some phallic things. So, currently, this person's account name is David Big Dong. So thanks for that. Seems like they still haven't lost their steam. Y'all are on a pun roll, oh my god. Yeah, you can blame Twitch for that? Wait, why? Did Twitch force you to change your username to something phallic? I don't understand. They forced me to change it, probably because it's phallic. What do you want me to say about that? Probably because it's inappropriate. Okay, let's see. This one should be okay. Good luck. It's still wild. It shows up as a first-time chat for me. Is this like a whole new account, or did you just change the account username? Because if it's showing as first-time chat, I would assume it's a different account entirely. I had to switch the name. Oh my god. Y'all are not stopping. Let me just write a quick note. UI, oh my god. Trace boxes. Menu. Title screen will be something separate. Maybe like a gallery? I don't think I need a gallery for this game unless I have like a lot of CGs, but I'm not planning currently to have a lot of CGs. What else? Text boxes, trace boxes, menu. Oh, excuse me. There's not much else. I'll also add, like I said, title screen, CG, or like illustration. Why did it go so far? Yeah, whole new account. You may know me as... I don't even know if I can say that. Why are we talking about this? Dead Valley. Or David Summerfield, or Jonah Thomas. Any of those names ring any bells? Yeah, I think I remember Jonah Thomas as the one that you came here under the first time. But why did they make you change Jonah Thomas? That's so odd. Do they jingle any bells? Bruh. I was actually planning to do some work on my my fan game project as well today, but I think we can just vibe here in the Trello board. Like, it's already been almost an hour. That account got banned for a month, so I had to make this one. What did he do to get banned? Do we have a criminal in my chat right now? What did he do? Oh, I have UI and other art in this. That's fine. I can just include it all together. How do I delete it? Archive. Delete. There we go. That works. Well defined criminal. Oh no, you redeemed hydrate and I don't have a water. Do I have to go run? Do I have to go run get a water? African warlord in the chat shaking. Hold on, I'm gonna literally like sprint across my house and get a water. Sorry. Sorry, I went and I got my water, and then I think I have to end stream. So, this is a short one, but honestly pretty productive. I didn't get to my final section of the Trello board, which is crazy because it's been an hour. But I have the water. Your hydrate redeem will not go unnoticed. Let's drink some water. You get to hear e-boy gulping noises, I guess? Question mark? Ew. Ugh. Okay. I can't believe you're leaving me so soon. I'm so sorry, David Big Dong. Our meeting has been swift but meaningful. Never say that again. I'm so sorry. But okay. I'm glad I got to come back to stream. Sorry I missed for so long, but I hope you all had fun. I gotta go in a hurry, sorry. Alright, adios, friend. Why did I say it with a gringo accent? Adios, ciao. Thank y'all for stopping by. But yeah, so I'll see you soon with more. Good stream. Maybe. It was a questionable stream. Alright, I'll see y'all. Bye-bye.